How do you know if tape measures are actually accurate? So if you do anything in construction with your hands in the trades, then I'm sure you use a tape measure. But most of us, including myself, just go out and buy one and assume that the measurements on the tape are accurate. But are they? Well, I don't know, but we're gonna find out today. Here I have 6 different tape measures of 6 different brands and of 6 different sizes. And I'm gonna pull common measurements that are the same on each to see if they actually line up. The tape measures that I have are Kobalt, Stanley, Crescent Lufkin, Craftsman, Comalon, and Klein Tools. Yeah, I probably said a couple of those names wrong. The Kobalt, Stanley, Crescent, and Klein are all 16-foot tape measures. The Comalon and Craftsman are 25-foot tape measures. But again, it should not matter as long as the measurements line up. In order to perform this test, I have cut a piece of American dark walnut that I know for a fact is exactly 12 inches long. I have confirmed this with multiple rulers, not tape measures, as well as a very accurate, very expensive jig on my table saw. I also have a precision machined setup block that I know is 1 inch by 2 inch by 3 inch. We will use the setup block and the wood block to do some measurements. So the first thing I'm gonna do is hook the tape measure and pull 3 inches, 5 inches, and 10 inches and mark it on the first tape measure. Use the next 5 tape measures to see if those measurements might line up with each other. Starting with the Kobalt. We'll do 3 inches, 5 inches, and 10 inches. For the sake of ensuring that I can clearly see my lines, I'm gonna use a nail punch to mark each one of these. Okay, let me double check. You can see that punch is dead center of the 3-inch line, 5-inch line, and 10-inch line. Moving over here to the end, however, just want to double check that this is actually 12 inches and it is dead on. Next, we'll measure the setup block, dead on 3 inches. Stanley is next. We'll measure the setup block. It's pretty close to 3 inches, but if you look very closely, you can see that the setup block is just shy of 3 inches as noted on the measuring tape. But let's measure our marks here. 3 inches, 5 inches. So the 10-inch mark is not dead centered, but it is very close. 12 inches seems to be dead on. Klein Tools, 16-foot tape measure. Measures exactly 12 inches long. Dead on the 10-inch mark. Actually, the 5-inch mark is a little bit short. Okay, so now that I pulled this wiggle out of this tab, all of these measurements are a little bit short. The 10-inch is a little short, the 5 is a little short, and the 3 is a little short. If I move the tape measure, see how much give that has by keeping this tab in place? Now it's lined up, now it's not. Let's do the setup block with the Klein Tools tape measure. And same thing, if you pull the slack out of the tape here, the setup block is reading as a little bit short than 3 inches. Next up is the Crescent Lufkin. This tape measure does not move as much in this tab. If we pull over though, the setup block is reading a little bit shy of 3 inches. Let's check our marks. And once again, each mark is just a hair shy of centered, specifically the 3-inch and 5-inch. Again, that should not change, it should not matter, but 10-inch and 12-inch is pretty much dead on, but 3 and 5 are just a very, very smidge shy of the measurement on the tape. Craftsman, made in the USA. A lot of play in this tab here, so let's see how it measures up. So interestingly, in the Craftsman, the tape measure is measuring short of the marks. This is the opposite of all the other tape measures. You can see here that that dot in the wood is just past the 5-inch mark. Same with the one at the 10-inch mark. The 12-inch mark, however, appears to be dead on. And lastly, the Comalon, how do you say it? 25-foot tape measure. A lot of play in this tab, but we will pull over to 3 inches. The mark on the wood is just shy of the tape. The mark on the wood at 5 inches is just shy of the tape. The mark on the wood at 10 is dead on, and the mark at 12 is dead on. However, each one of these marks were referenced off of the Kobalt tape measure. So now I'm gonna do a set of marks for each tape measure to see how they match up. So here we have the Kobalt, and now we will do the Comalon. Next up, Klein Tools. Very well-known brand, and in fact, most of their tools are behind lock and key if you buy it at the big box store. We'll do 3 inches, 5 inches, and 10 inches. I'm already starting to see that some of these holes do not line up with each other. Crescent Lufkin brand. The Stanley Power Lock 16-foot. And lastly, Craftsman. Okay, so how do we know which one's accurate? Those holes do not always line up with each other. You see how they're kind of squiggled? That is each one of the brands listed here. So which one do you buy? So frankly, there's not much of a difference between those, right? We're talking a 64th of an inch or less. If you're doing framing, I think if you can get within a 64th of an inch tolerance, you're gonna be a good framer. But what about precise joinery? What about fine woodworking, fine furniture making? The tape measures need to be accurate. And in that case, my recommendation would be don't use a tape measure. Yes, you heard me. Even from back there, you heard me. Because frankly, fine woodworking and fine furniture is normally involved with scratch awls, marking knives, and very, very expensive metal rulers. The reason they're expensive is because they are machined with the same precision as aluminum block setup blocks like this. The tape measures are generally not used for very extremely precise work. When's the last time you saw a metal machinist pulling a tape to measure something? Generally, if something needs that much of precision, you're going to use a micrometer, also known as a caliper tool. But if you're doing trim work or framing or pretty much anything that involves cutting pipe to length, cutting wire to length, I think any of these tape measures will be fine. Just note which brand you buy. So of these 6 tape measures, on my test, the 2 that I noticed to be an outlier that did not seem to line up with the rest of the brands were Craftsman and Klein tools. Shockingly enough, one has prided itself on being made in the United States, and one is a name brand tool that a lot of electricians use, and their products are usually behind lock and key more often than the other brands when you purchase them from Lowe's or Home Depot. I do have my personal opinions on which tape measure I like the best based on its use, its retract, its tape, its visibility with the numbers, the feel of it, etc. However, I didn't make this video to do an actual review. I made it to get a test of accuracy. And I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. Pretty please. Thanks for watching. Take care.